why it is. Let's get started. And before that, my name is Sai Phanindra. I'm from SQL school and I have been into this database platform for almost 20 years, in Azure for more than 10 years. And you can rely on me, you can depend on me for your upskill, reskill, as well as for job support activities. Let's get started straight into the concept. What is Azure and what we do as an Azure data engineer? What exactly we are going to learn from tomorrow, the first technical class tomorrow. Let's understand it carefully step by step. Before we start, before we step into what is Azure data engineering, let's get into the basic funda first. That is database. We are going to learn what is database and what is warehouse first. Then we are going to learn what is ETL, what is data engineering next. Finally, the Microsoft Azure, the Azure data engineering course content curriculum. Let's get started slowly, step by step. If possible, try to maintain an observation notes. Really, it works. Like something like a notebook and a pen, if possible. If not from today, from tomorrow, please. I have to do my duty correctly and you need to invest your time carefully. It works. It works. Our effort will always get reevaluated exponentially. Really, trust me. Let's stay tuned. Things are very simple and I will repeat every example before we go for doubts and clarifications throughout the course. Let's get started slowly now. What is database? A platform, a prominent platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. Easy to implement, highly secured, and supports big data, cloud, and AI integrations. And we cannot imagine any project without data. And we cannot imagine any company without databases. We are 100% safe, 100% secure, 24/7. Be it healthcare, banking, retail, research, defense, data science, any sector, databases are always the backbone. And we as data engineers, we need to work with a special type of database called warehouse. What is that? DWH, data warehouse. Data warehouse is a special type of database nicely planned by you and me, data engineers, to store historical data, inactive data, used to store past aggregated data. A data warehouse can store 3 important types of data. This very, very important point now. 3 important types. Number 1, historical data, like old past data. For example, we log into a bank portal. You log into your bank account after the class today. You see recent transactions, right? That is OLTP. What is that? OLTP, regular databases. And you would like to get last 3 years or 4 years bank statements. That is nothing but the warehouse, historical data. Or a live cricket match, live online transaction processing database. Old cricket match data is history. We have something called incremental data. Means adding updates, we call upset, update plus insert, merge statement in SQL. Adding the new rows and updates to existing rows, that is upset, also called delta, data delta. And one more, aggregated data, mainly for analytics. In olden days, you know, this aggregated data used to be getting stored in OLAP databases like Cognos BI, SAP BW, MSBI SSAS. And now cloud data warehouses started to store this aggregated data, OLAP data, kind of activities we can store here. There comes something called medallion architecture in our classes. So very simple, 3 types of data we are going to learn in our classes: historical, incremental, aggregated. All 3 are different types of data and different techniques. For example, incremental load, we have something called SCD, slowly changing dimension. Historical data, we have something called CDC, change data capture. Aggregated data, we have something called medallion architecture. We are going to practice all these things 100% hands-on in my classes from tomorrow. To work with those databases and warehouses, we need something called ETL, extract, transform, and load. Using ETL techniques, we read data from various sources. We transform the data, mash up the data, finally load the data into warehouse. Any destination, but preferably warehouse. I repeat again, friends. So far we are learning what is database, right? Database is a platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. Then we are slowly learning warehouse, mainly to store historical, incremental, aggregated data. Then to implement warehouse, we need a helping hand, ETL, transform, load. Blend together all these 3 ingredients, database, warehouse, and ETL in a mixie jar comes data engineer job role. Really, you heard it right. Data engineer is a blend of all data, data warehouse, and ETL mixed together in a careful way. Data engineer is responsible to design data warehouse databases using ETL techniques. Data engineer is responsible to securely store warehouse data with few analytic components, cloud computing elements. Now the question, can I become a data engineer? Maybe a question for you. Answer is yes. Data engineer is a very easier job role, provided we learn it correctly. Number 2, we practice it carefully, practicing everything correctly. I mean, the way we do it is very important. The way we do it is very important. We need to learn every activity step by step. I am here to teach you why, what, when, how, where, etc. So you are a starter or an experienced developer or an experienced administrator, tester, consultant, anyone, everyone, I can make you a true, confident data engineer, and you will be just ready to thank me from your job desk. Let me tell you openly, I'm very confident on it. I know you will thank me from your job desk, and you need to help me during the course. Tell me, friends, can you practice minimum 1 hour every day, please? Minimum 1 hour, please. Everyone, please. Yes, Divya, Gaurav, Jayant, Nagarjun, Niranjan, Pooja, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Srinivas.
Yes.
Perfect. Minimum 1 hour, okay? And I'll provide you assignments also. Can you submit your assignments by weekend? I'll provide the assignments daily, but by weekend you'll submit all your assignments. Okay for you, please, everyone? Please, can you? Please?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
Great, thank you. And you'll write your observation notes during the class, right? You'll WhatsApp me after the class, so that we stay tuned. It will save a lot of time, really. It's for your sake and my sake, okay? You're getting my point. You write your observation notes, only keywords, then we'll be staying concentrated, right? You got my point, friends, everyone, please? Are you getting it? Yep, please.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Others, please, you have to help me, okay? And the attendees who submit their everyday handwritten assignments, Gaurav, please check your mic, please. The participants who submit their handwritten everyday notes, keywords, only keywords enough, they get extra items again. My promise. My promise. So you do more, we get more together. Let's continue. In this course, I will be teaching you Azure SQL to start with, and Azure ETL and warehouse, Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapse, Azure Databricks, Data Lake, IoT, Event Hubs, Key Vaults, Stream Analytics, etc. We have good number of components to learn in these classes, including the hands-on labs and project work. So my classes are completely practice oriented right from the first minute. Next class, please. Need your support. Let's make it happen. Need your support. I want you to be attentive in my class, please. You have video access, but beyond that, a nice step-by-step Word document for every concept. You see my screen. For every chapter, I got the notes ready. For Data Factory module, you have 24 chapters, 24 documents. You have to take the print copy. I'll be sending in a Google Drive. Same way, Databricks, again, 24 chapters, 24 Word documents, 24 assignments. Chapter wise. Yes, we are a true school to school the actual concepts with spoon feeding. We will do, friends. We do. I know we are having some time constraints. I know we are cautious for our job activities. The purpose of this course, we serve you. I'm here to, to serve you in whatever way you need, but you need to practice on time. My kind request. Submit your everyday assignments max by weekend. 90% of my participants are working professionals. Hence, we need to wait until weekend for you, for your submissions. And we have to provide your answers as well in reply to your submissions. No stone unturned. Everything with me that you need. But I need your support. Please help me. Prerequisites. You're already aware of MS SQL concepts. Revise them during your free time. So the left side 24 chapters are the checklist items for you. Especially chapter 9 and above, joins, remote joins, transactions, views, etc. Exclusively the group by queries, window functions, merge statement, so on. We need them throughout our green journey, the core engineering activities in my screen. So 24 chapters Data Factory Synapse module, 24 chapters Databricks and AI module, and finally 18 chapters for core Azure, plus additionally recently I included Fabric Cloud concepts and Fabric migrations required for data engineers in Azure. Very simple logic, friends. Yes, we need to showcase something in our resume, right? Yes, let's say 2 years or 1 year or whatever it is, or 3 years, whatever. In our Azure, in our resume, we need to have the justification with the project work, 1 or 2 projects. We have 2 projects, one for Data Factory, one for Databricks. Each of them have their own end-to-end implementations for your resume. Your resume also needs the keywords CI/CD DevOps pipelines, Fabric Cloud, and Azure to Fabric, Fabric to Azure migrations, part of my classes. I request you to take a screenshot of this complete screen if possible. The prerequisites, you're already aware of SQL. Please revise them during your free time. One sample database with few queries will be provided to you. Those queries involve relations, joins, group by, aggregates, and few subqueries and window functions. Just like a warm-up kind of thing. If someone is new to SQL, I strongly recommend you to join my SQL classes as well, in addition to the core engineering classes. My kind request, strong recommendation. You're already aware of SQL, then whatever revision queries I provide, you are damn sure enough. Someone is new to SQL, then yes, we need to have those concepts of SQL from me step by step, please. With this information, what next? Let's understand it carefully. Here we go. Once you get into the course, I will be guiding you how to get the Azure account. Yes, we need one Azure account in our classes. For that, you need to have a credit card or a debit card to activate your free account. In earlier classes before COVID, we used to provide an Azure account to our participants. Now it became very costly for us. It's beyond our limit, beyond our limit, financial limit to provide access, because the cost is increasing multi-fold in cloud nowadays. So unfortunately, we do not have Azure cloud access. We can provide access if you really wish to, but again compromise starts, like limited time, limited resources. But I don't want to have any kind of namesake activities. Not good. I would request you to have your own Azure account. I will be guiding you for it. You have a free account, it's enough. And student account won't work. Microsoft Azure has something called student account. It won't work for our practical real life classes. I request you to have your own free account. I'll guide you anyway. So get some debit card or credit card ready with a mobile number to validate your OTP to get your own Azure account during your free time. I'll provide you the steps. You simply do it on your own during your free time. It's very simple and straightforward process. I'll guide you for that lab. What next? Databases, the notes, the assignments, resume activities, and the complete data sources I will provide you. Here is the notes that we are going to have in our classes, just to make it clear on my screen. I said we have multiple modules, right? We have data factory module, the complete chapter-wise notes, assignments, cheat sheets and interview questions and answers. Same way, we have Spark and PySpark module. We have the complete information for Spark and PySpark module. Then we have same way something called storage, migrations, and IoT, Internet of Things, IoT module. Sorry, this one it is. Just wait for a few moments. Yes, this one. What is it? Something called migrations, IoT. These all data sources I will provide you access for your step-by-step practice. But Azure account, I request you to have your own free account. I'll be guiding you for it. That Azure free account is valid for 1 month, and I'll provide you few options to extend that free account validity or free account duration. It is possible. Next, coming to the project work. Part of our course, we have 2 projects. The complete project requirements with complete data sources and the end-to-end implementation plans. If your interviewer asks you, like, what are your challenges you faced in the project? Or for example, What are the techniques or tools you implement in a project? Or what are the do's and don'ts in a project? Kind of interview questions and answers. I will be explaining them in the class. With all this content, let me take you back once again to my complete chapter-wise content. Questions over to you now. We are good to start our classes with Azure from tomorrow. Will do. Any questions, please let me know. This is a complete chapter-wise content. I want you to take a screenshot, please. I will be sending it on email anyway, as well as on WhatsApp. I will do. Questions, please. Over to you. I'll wait. Please, I'll stay back.